Now we are going to understand exception. Okay, so here I am going to create one file in phase 2. Okay, here I am going to create one file HTTP exception. This one. Okay, so here this is our file. I'm going to write code here. Okay, I need to close this. Okay, so first of all we are going to understand what is HTTP exception. So it is used when something goes wrong. Okay, instead of crashing the server we return proper response. Okay, so here I'm going to write definition in doc string. HTTP exception is used when something goes wrong. Instead of crashing the server we return a proper response. Now I'm going to import FastAPI. Okay, and I'm going to import from FastAPI HTTP exception. Okay, you can see here HTTP exception you can raise in your own code to show the error to the client. This is for client error, invalid authentication, invalid data, not for server error in your code. Okay, so when something goes wrong it will show you error. Okay, so here I use get. Okay, so here I'm going to write double quotes user ID slash user ID underscore slash user ID. Okay, here here I need I'm going to write just user. Okay, users, and here I'm going to pass user ID. Okay, as a input user underscore ID. Okay, now I'm going to define one function, define get underscore user. Here inside this I am going to pass this user ID. This user ID should be in integer. Okay, I'm going to use colons. Now if user does not exist, if user does not exist in this data, in this database. Okay, fake database. Okay, so here I'm going to use what we can raise the error. Okay, so if user ID not in where, here in fake users, okay, so you can see here this is our fake data. Okay, fake users data. Okay, so I'm going to use this line if user ID not in fake data. Okay, if user ID, like if we have two user ID 1 and 2. Okay, if you are going to search for 3 it will give you error. So here I'm going to raise the error. So RESE raise HTTP exception. Okay, so here I'm going to write status underscore code. Okay, so you can see an HTTP exception you can raise in your own code to show the error to the client. Okay, so by using status code or exception handling we are going to show the error. Status code here you can see colon integer. Okay, and here I'm going to write status code equals to 404 comma details equals to, I am giving here detail equals to what, detail equals to user not found. Okay, okay, so if you are going to search any other ID which is not available here in fake users. Okay, this will raise the error. Okay, this error is what? HTTP exception. Okay, it will give you 404 error. Okay, and it will show you in detail user not found. Okay, now I'm going to return. Okay, here I'm going to return what? Here I'm going to return user underscore id colon user id comma. Okay, here name colon name colon, it will show you from fake users. Okay, so name of fake user by using user id. Okay, so you can see here I have fake users. Okay, fake user, inside this fake user I have user id 1 and 2. Okay, so it will give you name like Alice and Bob. Okay, so first thing it will return user id, and second it will return name. Okay, if it is correct, user id is correct, then it will give you these detail. Okay, otherwise it will raise the error. Now we are going to run this code. Okay, here I'm going to clear this and I use this command. Okay, here you can see this is our file name HTTPException, I_HTTP_exception. Okay, and this is F instance in FastAPI, this one, this F. Okay, here we are going to reload. I'm going to enter, then I need to click here. Okay, here I need to write docs. Okay, so you can see I have this one. Okay, so here I'm going to search by using user id. Okay, you can see this is our path, user id. Okay, I'm going to search. Okay, so you can see user id 1. Okay, so here you can see in path, I need to minimize this. In path you can see we have user and user id. This is user id 1. Okay, so here I got user id and user id 1. Here also user id. Okay, now you can see in response body, in response body what I have, user id 1 and name equals to Alice. Okay, so you can see here in response user id equals to user id. Okay, so it is showing you 1 in dashboard here, this one, and name equals to Alice. So here in return we also have name. Okay, from this fake users. Okay, so it will give you name. Okay, according to the user id 1. User id 1 have name, that is Alice. Okay, if I'm going to search something else, okay, like I'm going to search for id number 4. Okay, then it will give you error, user not found, because I use exception handling here. Okay, I use exception. Okay, and its status code 400, and detail it will give you user not found. You can see here I got user not found. Okay, and status code is 404. 404 means it will give you error. Exception, like exception is used when something goes wrong. HTTP exception is used when something goes wrong. Instead of crashing the server, we return the proper error response. Okay, so this is our proper error response, that this user id is not present or not found. Okay, now we are going to understand validation error. Okay, so here I am going to write code for validation error. Okay, here this is our file name j_validation. Now here I'm going to write code for validation error. Okay, FastAPI handle this automatically. So here first of all I'm going to import by using this file. Okay, I'm going to import what? Okay, 1 minute, I can check. Okay, I'm going to import these three things. Okay, so here I'm going to import. I need to remove this. I don't need to use this. Okay, so here I'm going to import FastAPI and base model. Okay, base model, here we are going to use the base model for what? For validate the data that it is correct or not. Okay, so here I'm going to create sorry, yes, we need to create here class equals to user. Okay, and here I'm going to write base model. So here name should be in string. With the help of base model we can check that it should be in string. Okay, age should be in string. Okay, sorry, it should be an integer, not in string. Okay, now I am going to create one API that decorator app dot post. Here I'm going to write slash user. Okay, and here I'm going to define one function, create underscore user. Here user colon, here I'm going to pass user colon this user. Okay, here you can see I'm going to use post API. Post API, here we are going to create something. Okay, here we are going to create user. Okay, so this is path, and here we use in this function user equals to user. Okay, and user what we have, name and age. Okay, so here after this I'm going to return user. Okay guys, so here I'm going to return what? User. So FastAPI automatically validate input data. Okay, automatically validate input data what you are going to enter by using Swagger. I'm taking example, or you can say by using any web. Okay, so what you are going to enter, it will validate the input data. If the data is wrong, FastAPI return a 422 error. Okay, so here I'm going to run this file. Okay, so here what is the file name? We need to check here file name. This is our file name, validation error. Sorry, what happening? Okay, so here in place of this file name I'm going to paste my current file name, that is j underscore validation error. I'm going to hit on enter button. I'm going to click on enter, then I got this. I'm clicking here. Okay, now I'm going to check. Okay, so here you can see here name is string and age is 0. Okay, so here I'm giving, I'm going to try name is Nidhi. Okay, and age is 10. Okay, so it is like here you can see I got name Nidhi and age 10. okay, in response, because we return here response in user. Okay, in user what we have, name and age. Okay, and I also got 200 in terminal also. Okay, now if you are going to enter wrong information here like this, okay, so what happening, it will give you 422 error. You can see here input should be valid string. Okay, I already saw FastAPI automatically validate the input. Whatever you are going to enter here, FastAPI automatically validate that name should be in string. Okay, name can't be in integer or numbers. Okay, and if you are giving correct name here like this in string ABC, okay, and here you can also write like this. Okay, then I'm going to run this. Again it will show you error. Input should be a valid integer. Okay, because age should be an integer. Okay, input should be a valid integer, unable to pass a string as an integer. Okay, or it is showing error, this one. Okay, if I'm going to rerun this. It is showing you input should be a valid string. Okay, it is saying that this input should be a string, valid string. Okay, so FastAPI automatic validate input data. If the name is wrong, FastAPI return 422 error. Okay, so we don't write any code. Sorry, we don't write any error code here. FastAPI did it for us. Okay, FastAPI did it for us, so we don't need to write any code.